Barbara here from Sunshine Au Pair, and I'm here with Linda today, who is a 4 times host mum and also contributor to the Au Pair Info in the Netherlands Facebook page and website. So thanks so much again for joining today, Linda.
Hi Barbara.
Hi, and we're here today to try and set the record straight about 3 of the most common sort of myths and misconceptions about the Au Pair program. And we hope that this video will serve as good advice for host families so that you can avoid potential problems later on. Yeah, so the first myth that we'd like to talk about is that an au pair can take care of everything in my house so that I can focus 100% on my work and on time with my kids. What advice do you have for that, Linda?
I think that's a myth. Reality, they cannot do everything. They cannot do your whole household and taking care of your kids, bringing them to school or to the daycare, and then at the same time play with the kids. And then you say, oh no, you also need to cook. They cannot do everything at once. So if you don't have like a cleaner or you cannot clean your house yourself, it's not all up to the au pair. It's only light household tasks and taking care of the kids and give them a break. You can also not do everything yourself when you are with your kids. So an au pair cannot do that either.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I mean, an au pair can't be a complete solution, right? But they can ease the burden, of course, as well, when they can work together with the family and maybe other service providers, daycare, etc. So yeah, they'll definitely lend a hand. It's an extra pair of hands, right? But not hands everywhere doing everything.
No.
So the second myth we'd like to talk about is that wanting to get the most out of your investment at all costs.
Yeah. Also, I know as a host mom, it's a lot of paperwork and also a lot of money to bring an au pair here, especially if you choose an au pair from outside Europe. So that does mean that you want to have a good match. Also, when an au pair comes here and want to leave our family in a month, never happened to me. I'm glad to. But yeah, then I also like that my money, what I invested, that I see it back in the whole year. But it's not that I own my au pair. So still, yeah, I didn't book the person. It's a cultural exchange program. So yeah, it's not flawless. But yeah, you can make it out of the best of it. And the screening process is really also a thing that you and the agency can do to make it, how do you say it, successful also.
Yeah, it's true. But in financial terms as well, I mean, an au pair's pocket money, it can't be considered a salary, you know, in legal terms as well. It's not a salary because the amount doesn't equate anywhere near the minimum wage in the Netherlands. So, you know, in terms of expectations, an au pair is not a professional, like a professional nanny or a cleaner. So yeah, we do have to manage expectations accordingly. But we also recognize that it is a significant investment up front for the family. But in terms of what the au pair gets out of it herself, but it's not a huge financial gain for the au pair. So yeah, we do have to manage expectations there, and also bear in mind that the main part of the deal, if you like, that the au pair gets out of it is the cultural exchange and the experiences. So, you know, it is really important that we respect the au pair's free time so that they can really, you know, get the most out of that part, mix with other young people of different nationalities, visit places of interest, enjoy an enriching experience also in terms of their self-development. Yeah. Okay, the last myth we have today to talk about is that an au pair should be willing to work overtime. So this one is a bit of a serious one, that, you know, we can't expect an au pair to work all the hours of the day, and certainly not extra hours in return for extra pocket money. In fact, it is illegal for an au pair to work outside of her 30 hours, and also certainly illegal to work outside of the home as well. And it can have serious consequences for everyone. It can result in the host and au pair agreement being terminated without refund. And in some cases, it can also result in the au pair's residence permit being revoked by the IND. And the IND and the police and the SZW, they can check anytime whether an au pair or host family and an agency are complying with the rules. And that's why, as an agency, we are very concerned about the sticking with the rules. That's why we check in with the au pairs at regular intervals throughout the year. And that's why we also ask to be updated on any changes, for example, to the schedule, because we are obliged to pass that information on to the IND. So be very careful about the rules, and certainly as an au pair, be aware that it can have very serious consequences if you do take on extra work.
Yeah, and for the best experience, just stick to the rules. I said it before in another video. Respect those rules. They are not there for nothing. And to have the best experience, you don't want an au pair to have like a burnout while taking care of your kids. So if we want to keep this program running successfully, please respect those rules and search for another solution if you need more childcare or more household tasks be done. I think that's one of the most important things to make it successful in the au pair year.
Yeah, true. Yeah, and we really do hope that this program will continue for many years in the Netherlands. It's a great thing for au pairs and for hosts, and we really care about this program and feel passionate about it. So long may it live on.
Yes.
Okay, thanks so much for listening today, everyone. We hope these tips have been helpful.
Bye.
Bye.